Well, folks, in this week of what the hell is WWE doing with their contract situations, is coming out now today from Fightful Select that Bobby Lashley's WWE contract is set to expire soon, and he's already been removed from internal rosters. Now, before I get into this video, we always aim for 100 likes on each video. If you like this style of content, I definitely appreciate it if you leave a like or even a dislike. Let me know what you think about it. And if you feel so inclined, also hit that subscribe button, of course. But if anything, just stay safe out there. Now, again, it's coming out now from Fightful Select that Bobby Lashley his contract is expiring. Now, does that mean that he's leaving WWE? Of course not. We've seen this multiple times with Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, a few others where their contracts were kind of nearing end, and then they resign last minute. But the fact that he is being removed from internal rosters says a lot. Now, the only person that I've heard that has been like really removed from internal rosters and we never really seen him again in wrestling in WWE, unfortunately, is Bray Wyatt. So that's kind of uncharted territories. And now I know, like, you'll hear somebody as in like Ricochet, they'll say like he is being removed from future plans. That's different from being removed from internal rosters. Now, we haven't heard of Bobby Lashley. We haven't seen Bobby Lashley in a very long time. I believe he's dealing with an injury at the moment. Now, we could talk about how WWE has used Bobby Lashley. We could talk about the Hurt Business. We could talk about whatever was going on with the Street Profits. We could talk about his WWE Championship reign. I think that they've gotten most of what they could out of Bobby Lashley. Now, of course, the Hurt Business, I think that was a huge fail. I think that was a huge fail, not on Bobby Lashley, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric, Alexander's part. No, completely on WWE's writing crew. You heard MVP over the last months or so calling out Triple H on saying that he could have brought back the Hurt Business. I thought that MVP and Omos being in a Hurt Business along with the new Bobby Lashley, and you can even bring in Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, and the Street Profits. Why not? Why not make the group as big as possible? The Bloodline had about 6-7 members at one point, if I'm not mistaken. Why can't the Street Profits be a huge group? There's nothing wrong with a huge group. That stupid group that Karrion Kross got is a huge group. Why couldn't the Street Profits have one? I don't know what was up with not the Street Profits. Why couldn't the Hurt Business have a big group? I don't know. I think if you're talking about disservices, that kind of stops there when it comes to Bobby Lashley. Look, we all love Bobby Lashley, but in terms of star power, the crowd loves him. The crowd loves him, but what more could they have done with Bobby Lashley as a singles competitor? Now, I agree. The Hurt Business, like I said before, they completely failed the Hurt Business. But in terms of just Bobby Lashley, what more would you want out of Bobby Lashley? They gave him a nice championship reign. There is hair on my mic or a web. I don't know which one. But they gave him a nice championship reign. He had them weird battles with Brock Lesnar, and he unfortunately was a victim of what was going on with Bray Wyatt, and we blamed Bray Wyatt at the time, but now that Bray Wyatt is no longer here with us, I think we more so understand that it was a lot going on. Bray Wyatt, in terms of Bobby Lashley, he was just unlucky. He was unlucky that the opponent that he had going into that WrestleMania had some heart issues, had some issues that led to his death. So I don't think we could blame WWE for that. Now, if you want to talk about the booking of the Street Profits, and yeah, I could agree. I could agree that trying to make Bobby Lashley heel, when I was there when Bobby Lashley returned and aligned himself with the Street Profits. That was up there in Dayton. I went to that show on SmackDown. The crowd popped for him. Even I did. I popped for him. Now, if you want to say that they could have booked him better, I can't disagree with you on that either. But in terms of what more would you have liked to see from Bobby Lashley? I think he is one of those people who fell victim to everything they had going on with the Bloodline, and everything that Brock Lesnar had going on. Who knows what the hell would have been going on? Who knows what they had planned for Bobby Lashley or the WWE Championship if Roman Reigns didn't catch COVID? I don't even know if I could say that, but if Roman Reigns didn't catch the virus and Brock Lesnar took the title away from Big E, and then they had the championship combined. So and Bobby Lashley was one of the victims of that. So there was he dealt with a lot of unluckiness, a lot of bad luck. So I hope that he resigns. I hope that he can finish his career off in WWE. But I would also like to see him in AEW. I would like to see him in a new environment. I'm not a style of AEW's wrestling, as you all know, but I don't see Bobby Lashley necessarily doing their style of wrestling. I could see Bobby Lashley making them adapt to him. I didn't really catch a lot of his TNA run. That's kind of when I started fading out from TNA when he was taking over with MVP. So I'm not sure what Bobby Lashley what he looks like outside of WWE, but I'm interested in it. And I will be a fan of Bobby Lashley wherever he goes. But for him to remain the biggest star that he can be, for him to remain a huge face that he can be, I think he needs to stay with WWE. I think if he wants to make the most money, I think he should stay with WWE. Maybe he should go with AEW. Tony Khan don't mind giving anybody a blank check and telling them how much they want. Would he immediately be the biggest star in AEW? Probably not. Not at this late stage of his career. Who knows? Though that debut momentum is a different type of momentum. It's a crazy momentum. But we've seen it only last for about 2 weeks. He's not in the same position of Edge. He's not. I think maybe he's a better performer than Sasha Banks. I think he has a lot of better goodwill. I don't think he's pissed as many people off as Sasha Banks has. So I don't think he'll be as scrutinized as Sasha Banks was coming in. I think a lot of people were rooting against Mercedes Moné. I think she had a lot of negativity on her when she went into AEW. So I think he'll be above that, but I don't know at this point is he a bigger star than Will Ospreay and MJF. The crazy numbers that they just pulled off, it wasn't too crazy, but the nice numbers they just pulled off on the last Dynamite. I don't know if Bobby Lashley is doing that, but we'll see. Again, that momentum, those first 2 weeks that you get, and that boost of popularity that you get when you first debut for AEW is crazy. We've seen it with Bryan Danielson. We've seen it with Adam Cole. We've seen it with Okada. And they haven't reached those heights yet. Since, I should say. So, yeah, I no matter where he goes, I'll be rooting for him. That is my guy. I love Bobby Lashley, but I think it's best for him to stay in WWE just with some better booking. And I think the bridge of the Hurt Business has been burnt with MVP. But although I would still love to see an MVP and Omos in the Hurt Business, but I think it's maybe too late for that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Where would you like to see Bobby Lashley? Are you shocked that they are letting his contract expire? Do you even think that they're letting his contract expire? I don't think so. I think this is just their new way of negotiating. It's a new company. It's new management. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Have a beautiful night. Remember, we always try to hit 100 likes on each video. Make sure you hit the like button. Do your part. And subscribe if you feel so inclined. I appreciate you all. Have a beautiful night. Sub to Act. Peace.